Yo, how do I get out of this? Oh.
What in the world?
All right.
Yo, what's up? Assalamu alaikum.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Alhamdulillah. What's up with you? Good to see you.
Chilling, man. Yeah, good to see you too, man. It's been a minute.
I know it's been a minute. Like you was like 14 when we met us. You was 13. I mean, I've been knowing the family forever.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you've been knowing my family since, I was a kid. But I think we started, hanging out and doing our thing when I was like 14, I think.
14 was the prime.
Yeah.
Let's go back to like when I met you, you was already doing it. So when did you get your first camera and all of that stuff? And when did you know that like this was like you just fell in love with it? So what? Nothing, when you fell in love with the game.
Let's see. So I got back from Egypt. A lot of my family was doing photography, and
Say, hold on, you got caught up. You said you came back from Egypt when? How old was you?
I was 10 when I came back from Egypt. I came back in 2013. So yeah, I came back and my family. Can you hear me? You can hear me good, right?
Yeah, it was kind of the family. What? Go ahead.
Yeah, just making sure. But yeah, most of my family are photographers, so I was intrigued by the stuff that they were doing and the pictures that they were taking because, mashallah, they were really good. You know what I'm saying? Mujab, all of them great photographers. You know what I'm saying?
They was doing some good video too back then. Too.
Yeah. You saw the fight video? Yeah, that jump. Yeah. But I was like, man, I think I'd be good at this. So I started using Mujab's camera. You know what I'm saying? I was taking
Mujab is who? Let everybody know.
Mujab, Mahi.
Yeah, no, I'm saying for the people, this is your cousins.
Oh yeah, this is my cousin. Yeah, these are my cousins. Most of my cousins are photographers.
We talking to the world right now, so we gotta paint a picture on. Everybody don't know who that is, so.
Yeah, Mujab, that's my cousin.
How old are they than you?
I know Mujab right now. He's 21 or 22. Okay. 21 or 22.
Got you.
And then my other cousins, they're around like 26.
So they're like 6, 7 years older than you.
Yeah,
So you got his camera, and then you started shooting.
Yeah, I started shooting, and then my stepbrother, Mujab's brother, he was like he saw my pictures. He was like, man, you dope. You know what I'm saying? You're pretty good at this. And I was always telling him, like, man, I really want a camera because, I was tired of, hey, Mujab, can I use your camera? You know what I'm saying? I have to go to his house. Like, can I borrow your camera? And he'd be like, all right, whatever, dude. But my brother bought me my first camera. And I got a Nikon. Yeah, it was a Nikon D5200.
Okay.
Yeah, Nikon D5200. And I got that joint, and really it was really up from there, like as far as like with photography. And then after that, eventually the camera broke, and I bought myself a new one. And literally like 2 weeks later, that joint broke too. And I was just sitting there like, are you kidding me? Like, what type of stuff? So right now I'm actually borrowing Mujab's his older camera. He has it's not a older camera, but it is his old camera. It's a Nikon D7100.
Let me ask you this: did you automatically? Where'd you learn how to do like? I think your style is like the fast shutter speed and mastering that, and that's not easy to do because you got to have your like exposure right because the shutter is opening and closing so fast that the images are initially dark. Right. So, how did you start getting into the settings like manual, automatically?
Honestly, so if you go and look at like Mujab's Instagram, because Mujab was like before you and everybody else, Mujab was like my main mentor. Like he pretty much taught me a lot of the stuff that I know. He did a lot of action shots, so I learned a lot of stuff just by looking at him and looking at what settings he had it on and stuff. And eventually I caught on without even having to, go and actually learn this stuff. And by the time I got my own camera, I was already proficient at it. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So you was just learning by like this is like very vital right here. This information that you're telling me is because a lot of people think that they need to know it all first before they get into it, instead of getting into it and just learning as you go. So that's like, that's amazing, bro, that you was doing that. Did you ever kind of later start looking into like YouTube videos on settings and different things like that, or?
Yeah. As far as like settings and stuff, only YouTube videos and like tutorials that I've looked like that had anything to do like related to that, like light drawing.
Yeah.
I've looked up how to do stuff like that. But besides that, I mean, I really only look up stuff like for like if I'm doing videography stuff, effects and how to do that and all that type of stuff. Or sometimes I look up stuff for Lightroom, like, I see a dope, look or like a LUT or something. I'd be like, man, how do I make that? How do I make a look like that? And I go search it up.
Yeah. So we link up when you was 14. So I don't even remember how that happened. Like
I mean,
do you?
I was just thinking about it, and I'm sitting here like, I'm like, I don't remember. I actually don't remember. I think I'm just assuming here, by the way, but I might have just DM'd you, or you might DM me, or we might have seen each other at Juma. I don't even know. I really don't know. It could have been anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig through, because I got photo shoots on top of photo shoots. But this what I noticed about you off the rip was that how focused you are in doing what you do. So it's like really magical to see you in your space and doing that. Like, and that's where I see like the talent, because I've been around a lot of youth. I've been around a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Even older adults. Like I taught Tri-C, bro. I taught a class full of people that had a lot of resources to their disposal, lenses, cameras, everything. But as far as work ethic, no, I ain't see it. Like they was caught up in the grades. They was caught up in what the other teachers wanted. Like I just didn't see, like, it wasn't like when I saw you do it. Like I always tease you and be like, like a mad scientist, but that's how I feel when I see you work. Like it's like intense but serious, and like it's amazing to see that, because you're just doing that off a passionate heart, out your heart. So where'd you get that from? Do you know?
I actually don't. I mean,
do you see that? Is that just normal for you, or do you? Because I'm. It's kind of weird. Like people kind of analyze me all the time, and they kind of give me perspective on what I didn't see in myself, which is cool. Do you see that as just like this? Just how I am.
I know I see it, and I mean, at the same time, that's just how I am. But really, it all came from like, so with my family, like I told you, a lot of my cousins are photographers. You know what I'm saying? And coming up, if you took a picture that looked basic or looked, just like, that's just another picture, they would dog you. You know what I'm saying? So you always had to take a good shot. You know what I'm saying? It had to be like above average every shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they would be like, what is this garbage type of stuff? I remember I posted like when I first started my photography, I post a picture. They send it to me and be like, dude, just delete this. It looks terrible. And I'd be sitting there like, I'd be sitting there hurt, but that's what shaped me into the photographer I am, today.
Talk about your cousin Hatem.
Y'all
like the dynamic duo for real. Like y'all come together, kinda. You know what I'm saying? It's like he your partner in crime with the camera.
Yeah,
he was both of y'all learning at the same time?
Yeah. We started around the same time. Whenever I went, on a shoot with anybody, he was like 9 times out of 10 he was there. Especially with Mujab, Hatem was pretty much always there. He was learning the same stuff as me, getting the same experience and everything. So, and then and that's been my boy ever since, I came back from Egypt. I was always hanging around him. So, and he's a good photographer too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'm bringing him up.
Yeah, we was always on that as we.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I was doing with y'all was the advantages I had is that I'm close to the family. So we was able to have more personal time together and more work, like
Yeah,
night shoots, certain things that I wouldn't probably be able to do with like my other students as far as like maybe having accessibility to y'all. Like we doing night shoots, we doing shoots on top of rooftops, all kind of stuff. So I think,
yeah,
a lot of that time. And then I was also able to take y'all on design conferences too. So I don't know if Houghton went to Weapons of Mass Creation, but y'all both went to Columbus with me to Creative Control Fest.
creative
So
control.
just to be able to see that side of, just to give you that exposure at 14, 15 is like priceless, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I didn't see none of this stuff till I was 20, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and to, put you on my platform and share, our stuff to even like, I'm getting some free shirts from Ohio Against the World. Shout out to Floyd. He put us on his page. You know what I'm saying? I got pictures of y'all in my keynote that even when
Yeah.
y'all wasn't with me, I'm sharing like what y'all are, the talents that I see in y'all. So, I mean, I'm just appreciative to be around you to see that and see you foster that. And how old are you now?
I'm 17 now.
17. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you still got a lot of more work to do, which is good. Like to have that is incredible, bro. um it's a book called I just touched on a book. I haven't read the whole thing. It's called um Weapons of Mass Instruction, and it's kind of talking about, it's kind of really dogging the school system, and it was a couple case studies on some individuals who skipped school and went straight to the trade, and how amazing they are, how amazing they were. One of them was a girl who was went skipped school and went to like race car driving, bro, and was like one of the top in the game of race car driving, and he was basically saying that the school kind of gives you your mindset. So, your teachers could kind of sway you from being a race car driver those whole 4, 5, 7 years you were in school. Like, no, you can't do it. No, you can't do it.
Yeah.
They didn't have those biases. So, I like that you kind of, my point is like, I like that you kind of just jumped in there and just was going without, having nobody to sway you like, no, maybe you should wait. No, this, that, and the other. You kind of just went head first in it. So,
Yeah.
um, that's dope. I be rambling sometimes, bro.
Yeah. No, I know. I like to hear what you got to say. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Tell me about how did that make you feel? Like being around me and me mentoring you and stuff like that. That like the insight that you was getting. Plus, I know it's like we family, but to have that structure really made you stronger.
Yeah. It I appreciate all of that like a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think because we haven't shot in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when it was me, you and Hatem, going around our stuff, that was like, the golden days for me. You know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
literally in my prime back in those days. You know what I'm saying? I think about that. I think about that all the time. And I think about you know you being my mentor, and how much you've helped me, shape me into becoming a better photographer and encouraging me to do video and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have done any videos if I'm sitting there always thinking like,
But
man, I know
then,
Jamal wanted to do video.
but then when you did it though,
When
it's
I did
like
it, it was fun. I liked it. You know
I
what I'm saying? I
know,
came out with something raw.
I
It
know.
just needed a bit of, motivation.
Yeah, but you see how it's like the more I tell you all the time, like the more it's all creativity. It's just a challenge. You just got to get over the challenge of learning something new, and every time you do that, that just builds you up more. Like, okay, well now I can do animations. You already can do photography in your sleep. So once you got that going, now you can jump to video. Now you got the videos going. Once you master that, you're like, okay, now I need to add some animations to this joint. Let me jump into After Effects and master that. It's just like adding all of these different weapons. You're just gonna be deadlier, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be able to touch you because
Yeah.
certain people just do photography only. That's the thing. Like you got to diversify all of that. Like that whole video that I saw you do, like you could teach somebody the tutorials on that. you could screen capture in here. Like I'd be screen capturing Zoom because I'm recording this now. Like you could screen capture, like, this is what I did, this, that, and the other. Here's the techniques, boom, 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 boom. So that's the thing. Like eventually you got to go into the thinking of knowledge-based type of business because you've been in it for 14. You've been 14, 15, like before 14. You've been doing it. Like you almost got 10 years of experience already.
Yeah,
that is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
so the thing is, like I'm kind of my thing is like, my point is like, not you. You already got the talent. You already got the energy. My point is just to make sure that you take it to the next level. Make sure that your pricing is where it's supposed to be and appreciate it for the talents that you got. Like, don't be paying me like I'm a 14-year-old. You need to pay me because of the talents and the value that I bring to the market.
Yeah, you know, and about that, like, you know how I told you the other day that I was moving, you know, to do the IT and stuff. I at first, because I was going through, you know, some stuff, you know, trying to figure out my life, you know, figure out what I want to do. And at first I was literally about to, not, I wouldn't say give up photography, but I wasn't going to pursue it like as a career, like a main career. And of course, you know, I was still trying to figure stuff out. You know, I was like, you know, I want to get into IT. I want to do cybersecurity and all this stuff, you know, and I want to get on with my life right now. And just, you know, seeing you and a lot of other, you know, successful, you know, entrepreneurs and photographers and all this stuff. One thing I've learned is that making it in the photography game and, you know, in the entrepreneur game, it takes a while. You know, it takes years, it takes experience, and, you know, all this, you know, and to get to get big and to get clients and stuff, it takes years of experience.
Not necessarily. We're gonna debunk that.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, I need this. I'm because
we're gonna debunk all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You putting limitations on stuff. Don't do that. Like, don't put a boxing round stuff. All you really need to do is really just be a chapter ahead of everybody else. That's all. You already in the game. Like, you can do the job and all of that stuff, but don't give up on the photography. Like, I had a part in my life where I was out of work. Like, I jumped into the job. I'm working this job. I'm at the corporate status. I'm at a Fortune 500 company as a designer, wearing suits every day, all of this stuff. Like,
right.
You know, the status was up there, and next thing I know, the economy tanked. They kind of commoditized graphic design at that point. They made it into like easy to do package stuff, Fiverr and branding templates. You could just press a button and now you could design like everybody else. That made my value go down. And I was out of work for 5 years, bro. This is like horrible to my ego, horrible to my psyche, just horrible for my family. Like, I can't provide, I can't find a job. I done went to school. I got these student loans. Like, you know, I got kids. Like, all of this stuff is just like wearing on me, horrible. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things is that you got to master is, number one, to be patient. You know that. Number two is to, it's all about mindset. It's all about how you look at something. Like, you got to have a burning desire, which you have. When you have that burning desire, you can say, oh, I could do this. Like, all it is it's just a bunch of systems. You just need to hack them. That's it. Like, one thing that you're missing, you don't have a website. So it's like, all right, you getting into IT. So on your downtime shooting, on your downtime doing video, on your downtime, like, if I give you the strategies on what I need to work on, then work on that and build that up. Like, you have you this close from going, you know, you got other mentors. Like, I know photographers this top. I linked you with one. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you always like one person away from the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one person away from Gary V. I met one of Gary V's photographers or videographers or something like that. Like, so it's just like how you think about it. Like, it don't take a long time to do it. You just gotta, how can I monetize it more? And I think the thing is like, being on photo shoots, you can pay for that shoot, But if you're doing video or you're doing photography on a package on how your work ethic, because it's amazing on how you get stuff, and I'm gonna lead that into something else that will just kind of make more sense. But you just need to have that type of structure. You just need to have what my business model is and follow other business models. Okay, so take this for instance, like it's a lot of stuff that I don't know that I need to know. You know what I'm saying? And let's take this for instance, like I got people reaching out to me, talking to me, and I'm not charging them to talk when I should be. So now I need to really figure out how much that is, how much it's gonna cost, what's that look like? You know what I'm saying? So I have to dig into that. So just like you, the only thing is like you jump from photography to jumping into video, which is dope. Like I could see the timing, I could see it sync to the music, I could see the transitions make sense, the continuity of it, how it flow. I look at it, I don't see no hiccups in it. Like, so it's like you have an eye for, you got an eye, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like knowing your value, that's all, and just being patient with the process. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's kind of part of it. But let me jump into this part where when you got like a scholarship or something, and then you was taking some formal training classes. And it wasn't on your level at all. The professor, nothing. They was doing the big talk about that. And this how you know how valuable you are when you jump into a class of colleagues that's like supposed to be like you and the professor and you over them. You see what I'm saying?
It was really, all I can say about it is it was I went to CIA, you know, for a summer school program. And I went there. I signed up for the photography class because, I'm in the photography field and all that stuff. And I was thinking maybe I was going to learn some new stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I signed up and I start the class. And I think like the whole thing was about a month long. The first week in or first 2 weeks in, I was in class and I was just like, and I'm just like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And they were teaching me all these rules and stuff, you know, rules of thirds and stuff. I didn't know about that before. And now that they taught me about it, I'm just like, this is so stupid. Like, I don't, if you look at my pictures, almost all of my pictures don't follow by the rules of thirds. Okay? When I showed my teachers the pictures, she was like, everybody's like, oh my God, your pictures are amazing. Oh my God, wow. And the teacher, just to be salty, she was like, well, you know, it doesn't follow the rule of thirds, but you know, I guess it, and I'm like, are you hating? Like, for what reason? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and there shouldn't, honestly, in my opinion, there shouldn't be any rules to photography. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be any rules to photography. And, well, I mean, I didn't learn anything. It was a good experience. It was a very good experience, but I didn't learn anything.
I think you had told me something else, like, they not high energy, bro. Like,
they're not at all.
You running hard, bro. We hopping fences. Like, paint a picture, bro. Like, we climbing on roofs, fences. Like, I'm like, man, let me get my old ass down, bro. I'm like 46, 47 with some 14-year-olds. Like if you step on the wrong part on this building, you're gonna die, man. You know what I'm saying? There's holes in the roof.
Those were the days, though. You know what I'm saying? You listen, man, Jamal. Every time he was with us, it's like he told us he was getting that workout in. You feel me? Yeah. All right, Jamal, I need you to jump. And you do that to you like 50 times.
Exactly. What was you using to do the video?
I was using my camera. I used.
No, I know that. What software?
I used mostly Premiere. I tried to get into After Effects, but it wasn't like I wasn't in a rush, but at the same time I wanted to finish the video, and After Effects is super complicated, like especially for the stuff that I was trying to do. So I was like, I'm gonna learn this stuff after I finish this video. You get what I'm saying?
Talk about some of your clients and the work that you was doing, that type of stuff.
Dang. Like
just people that you was shooting and doing shoots and stuff, and talk about that a little bit.
Well, a lot of like when I first started off, I was mainly shooting with just like people that I knew, family members and stuff. And eventually, like I honestly, if I'm being real with you, when it comes to like clients and stuff, I don't pay attention to it that much because a lot of clients, they want really basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is really out here asking for actually I can't say that, but as far as like the clients I've had so far, nobody has been really asking for like the stuff that I've been doing. Like they'll ask for like a basic headshot, family pictures. Okay, I can get you family pictures. Senior photos. Okay.
I love that. Two things that you said, I'm sorry to cut you off, is there shouldn't be no rules in photography. I love that. That's dope. That's like your tagline, bro. That's your tagline right there. It should be SOX photography, and right underneath it shouldn't be no rules in photography. That's dope. Write that down. And I think number two is like not people not just wanting the basic stuff. So it's like an identity shift. Like you gotta let people know that this is the energy. So I think maybe that's like the story.
That's another thing. My thing coming up also was that I would shoot with people, and I didn't really understand this at first, and I would get really frustrated when I would go on shoots with people, and I would ask them to do something like jump maybe, or do something that involved them, like it involved a lot of movement. And when they couldn't do it, I'd be sitting there like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Because my main thing when I was younger was like the picture had to be an action shot for it to look good. That when I first started off, that was my mindset, and it was the wrong mindset. If you want to be a good photographer, you can make any picture look good. You know what I'm saying? Action or not. So over time, I had to train myself to take pictures that weren't action shots, especially because a lot of models, they don't want to be jumping 10 times, trying to get the picture. You know what I'm saying? They don't. And a lot of models aren't, well, not a lot, but there were a few models I shot with who aren't really outdoor models. And me, I've only shot in a studio like once or twice. I don't really like studio shoots all like that, unless it involves a lot of, different color lighting and stuff. But I mainly shoot outside, and a lot of models aren't outside models. You know what I'm saying? They got their hair put up, you know what I'm saying? Everything has to be perfect. There can't be any crazy weather conditions.
Yeah.
It's a lot of models like that.
Yeah. I think like really you got basically different frameworks that you go off of, and like your signature framework probably needs to be put out there. Like, this is my style. If you want to see this style, because they kind of coming in as, seeing your style. So you definitely have a signature style that's unique to yourself. I think, what I would like to see you do too more is probably do a little vlogging, man. Like document.
I was thinking about that, but my thing with vlogging is that, like, okay, so crazy story, bro. Last time I tried to vlog, I was like, all right, today I'm going to the beach. I'm going to take pictures. I'm about to make a good vlog today. It's going to be awesome. Start recording. I was using my iPhone 6S. Started recording. I recorded my first part of my video. I set my phone down. My charger was connected to it. And I was walking by. I put my charger, and my phone just flew, hit the wall, and the screen just shattered, bro.
Oh, man.
And before that, I've tried. But the problem before that, though, like with vlogging for me, was that my thing is I go out there. I'm like, I have the intentions of vlogging. And then I'm just like, man, I really don't want to carry this heavy-ass camera while I'm riding my bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be recording all the time. And it's super inconvenient for me, or it was super inconvenient for me because I didn't have a tripod. The camera's heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a way to kind of think about it a different way. Like, not necessarily like vlogging the location at the time or anything like that, but maybe just jumping in front of the camera, just like you got it set up right now, and just talking like a quick monologue on, the process, like your frustrations. This was going on. This was not going on. This is what I want. This, that, and the other. Just like almost like a video diary type of thing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like this is the thing that you want to do. Like, you have a tribe around you. You got young people underneath you. You got a team around you. So it's like really letting them get to know how you tick, or the creative, the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of my thing is like I give it away. You know, I give, like I'm giving out, like I'm giving you insight on how to think about stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like people are struggling, bro. Like, look at the clients, like the models are struggling. So that's a blueprint in itself. Like, this is the type of energy that you need. If you want dynamic shots of being a model, this is the type of energy you need. Like, tie
Yeah.
your hair up, put your tennis shoes on, and get these shots, because this is gonna take you to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have a process. So the way you think and your process is unique. So it's a gift. So you should share your thinking about it. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of come in front, you personalizing the photography.
Yeah.
So when people know me before they even know me, because they're looking at the video. Why? Because they could get a sense of who I am. Like, sometimes I'm silly, sometimes I'm serious, sometimes
Yeah.
this, that, and the other. So it's like you seen my progress. Like, I don't vlog no more, really. Now I'm doing these.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, all right, I'm doing a freaking podcast, you know, using Zoom interviews, and I'm just recording me, chop it up with the people I know, and then I share it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think what would be cool for you though is probably do some tutorials, like, you know, just
On how to
real,
do the effects and stuff.
yeah, how to do the effects, or on a quick shoot. So it don't have to be vlogging a whole day, like we on the bikes, we this, that, and the other. It's just like, here's a little quick tip on how I get my shots. Here's the energy that you need to do when you jumping up, this, that, and the other, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the areas that I like to look at. So you being a wealth, because at the end of the day, you want to package it up and sell it as, like I told you, it's knowledge based pack. It's like a knowledge based product. So it's not a physical product, it's a knowledge-based product. So you could
Yeah.
basically sell your courses. Here's 6 courses on being better with your photography. You did the legwork already, so they're gonna buy it. So you record the sessions, you upload it, you give them access to it, you get an email from it. So you get something called an email opt-in. It's a little thing that pop up. So you could literally pay for some ads on Facebook, target young photographers. That's your target audience. Young photographers interested in photography. Hey, moms, this is a way to, because this is a way to keep you out of trouble. It's a way to keep you focused on something that's tangible at the end. You're making money doing shoots. People coming, even if they just want a boring headshot, you're still making money doing that. So these is real positive ways that moms and fathers need to really invest in their kids. Here's the cameras. This is what you need. This, that, and other. So you're building this product, and you could sell this product. You target the mothers and fathers who got young kids. Take these courses, follow my course. It's almost like having you, but you're not there. So
Yeah.
how much would it cost for a one-on-one session with you? This is how much it's going to cost. You just need to figure out, like, it's like it's something called a value ladder, right? So as you go up, you got different costs and different prices for stuff. You got
Yeah.
headshots, one-on-one sessions on teaching you how to use this camera, really how to focus like you. So it's like, you know, maybe somebody shooting you shoot, because like you really be zoned out, like to get that level of concentration, bro.
Yeah.
Non-distracted concentration is a high level of creativity, bro. That needs to be up on a pedestal of a high tier. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. You know.
So it's just like, you just really need help of building out the business and how to look at it. So now it's not like, well, it takes a long time to be an entrepreneur versus, okay, here's steps and tiers that I need to
Yeah. I get
get
what you're
to,
saying.
and
Yeah.
this is where I need to get to. So just like you study in the video, you need to study on how can I turn this into a course. That's called e-commerce. So look at e-commerce. Okay, I need a Shopify page, and I can sell, not YouTube videos. Other YouTube videos is easy to once you give them one video, they can get them all type of thing. So it's another
Yeah.
video format that's more security, so they can't get it. They got to go into your course. Even if the course is like $50, $100, that's $100 that you're making, and you don't have to be on a shoot. You don't have to, so you can navigate through Cali or whatever you're doing, and any extra money you get, you just using that to pay for some Facebook ads. It's worth that. It's worth that. How you do Facebook ads? You gotta look that up. How do you build a course? You gotta look that up. But this is the area that you need to be looking at. Everybody COVID, everybody at the house, people trying to get outside. So it's a perfect time to get into this space, because eventually you're gonna be doing it for video too. Like, bro, you're doing masks with action, scene, shots, all of that stuff. That process can be broken down into how many levels? Like, that's steps of doing that and getting in there and doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's like you kind of building up frameworks. And I could give you like later, I could give you like 2 books that you could really look to, and it'll give you perspective.
Okay.
Based off of your knowledge and your insight, you're limited. So you have to break that limit by reading and taking in all this different information, and it'll give you a different mindset. Okay. You got something that I talk about on my keynotes. You sat there. It's called the well, the spark, and the way. The well is like a well. It's like how much information you get. You had a spark of the idea. You just need to pound them some more information. So, you just got to juggle real life, what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talked about being out of work for five years and trying to get on my feet from that, you got to juggle working part-time, doing a little photography, doing a little bit on the business. You just got to, know at the end of the game, it's like, I'm going to keep doing it because I love doing it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, like when I was telling you that I was planning on, putting photography to the side, literally like a week later, I was like, I love photography, you know what I'm saying? I I love photography, and I still want to make money. I know, and especially me moving to Cali, there's no reason for me to stop doing photography. There's so much opportunity out there, you know what I'm saying? No reason at all that I should be thinking about, putting it to the side. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have that as, not a side job, because it's definitely more than that, but not as a main career. Like just right under a main career. You get what I'm saying?
One of the things that I want you to always remember is that everybody's accessible, and you have the history. So you got the proof. In the videos and all of that stuff is like, and the pictures show the proof is like your resume. It's like the bullet points on there.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is just reach out and just shoot and with people. I want you to look at the video that I had with Jay and how she got with Jadakiss, how she got with Steph Floss and all of that stuff. So it's just like seeing who the top people are in the game and reaching out to them and showing up with your camera and shooting and not asking for no money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just being in that space and just getting as many mentors as possible. Like, and me still, like we gonna continue until we can't continue no more. But I'm always here to advise you and help you along the way. Like, I still got a lot of people hitting me up, like companies, like, how can we get, more diverse people in this company and these type of conversations I'm having. So it's just a phone call, a conversation away from, you just being ready to just jump into that space.
All right.
And like reason when I talked about vlogging is because you said you wanted to give it up. Like, this is natural for people, and this is a story that people resonate with, is that, the trials and tribulations of just life, period. And it makes you just human, like wanting to give up, or I got this other stuff going on. My camera broke. I ain't making no money to get another one, and I'm adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, these is like stories that people need to really connect with, man. So that's one thing. Like, the vlogging is the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Like, you got to work on like marketing. Like, it's just like, because you're a personal brand. The SOX photography is a personal brand. So showing who you really are, how you tick, and you could design too. Like, you've been in my classes. So adding a little design to your stuff and just keeping that same attitude is the thing that I would say. So ain't no rules in this. Keep doing it for the love. Keep doing it for the passion. And, you know, keep doing that one thing that you're doing. It's going to jump from video, photography, designing to marketing. Let's just say you do build up a class or you do build up an e-commerce course or whatever, whatnot. Yeah. Now you didn't master that. Now you're selling courses on how to make courses. See how that go? It's like you just, everything you learn is just a thing. It's a process of sharing it. Now you got, you know, I don't know, maybe you start a nonprofit or jump into a nonprofit and say, I want to recruit some kids and get this grant, get these photographers, get these cameras, get these lenses, and let's do some classes to help kids with photography, man. It's keeping them out the streets.
Yeah.
I'm talking a lot in this one.
I need this. You know what I'm saying? I need to hear it.
Talk about some other accomplishments you got. You went to New York. Talk about that.
New York? I mean, it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I got the scholarship, and then I had to go to New York for the award ceremony. That was actually my first time in New York, and I absolutely hated it. Hated it so much. I mean, I was tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
30 minutes just to travel a mile.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't do it. You know, it's hot, the sun beaming on me. I gotta button up with the freaking tie on. I'm just sitting there in the car burning up, you know. I wasn't messing with it. But as far as you know, I mean, it's a dope spot to walk around, you know. It's I forgot what city we're in. I don't know
what
how.
Was the scholarship for? It was for Graffiti Heart? Or
yeah, it was from Graffiti Heart. Yeah, shout out to Graffiti Heart.
Yeah,
I love them. Yeah, their building is amazing, and Stamy, she's amazing too.
Yeah. So, did you see the thing that they did with the Black Lives Matter mural
on the street? I still haven't visited yet. I don't know what's taking me so long. I'm about to go see that before I head out on Sunday, but I'm gonna go see it. So I saw videos and stuff.
Oh yeah. So you heading out Sunday, bro. You're going on this next journey.
Well, no. Sunday I'm going to New Jersey on Sunday to work. I'm not going to Cali until like January next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got time, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be out doing this job. That's my thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, New York. I mean, it still looked nice, you know what I'm saying? It had some really dope buildings, you know what I'm saying? But as far as my experience, and then the drive back, there was this big truck and it had a generator on it, and it fell. So instead of the 7 or 8 hours that it should have taken us to get back home, it took us 20 hours. So we was just, you know, going through it. You know, people was tired. You know,
talk about just talk about the challenges of being, you know, 17, COVID, you know, schooling. I think he was doing some homeschooling. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the homeschooling thing, it wasn't much of a change. You know what I'm saying? When they said they was doing Zoom meetings, I didn't care because I do all my stuff at home anyways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as far as school, it wasn't really a challenge for me. But as far as like COVID and stuff, I think the only way that I've been affected is that, you know, it's hard to shoot with people because nobody wants to shoot because they don't want to really be around people and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. A lot of family members don't want anybody to come over the house. So, you know, I was stuck at home really doing nothing. You know, I could ride my bike around and stuff, you know, and they've been lifting a lot of the bans and stuff up. So, you know, it's easier to go around and everything. So it's not as hard now, but it hasn't been too bad for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Just been vibing.
I see some other little photographers underneath you popping up too.
Yeah, those are my cousins. There's Junaid. Yeah, he's starting to. He's been doing his thing. You know, trying to get better. You know, I've been trying to teach him whatever I know. So yeah, you know, inshallah, he becomes a great photographer as well.
Yeah, feel good, don't it?
Yeah, yeah. When teaching somebody stuff that you know, like that you're good at, it feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. teach
Yeah.
somebody stuff and you watch them grow, watch them become better,
Yeah.
it feels really good.
Yeah. That's why I was telling you about the courses, the online stuff. Like, you got a knack for it, man. So keep that in mind. That can be, a revenue stream for you. You just got to think of, like, how can I make this into multiple streams of revenue, like diversifying it all stuff, man. Like, the videos is beautiful, bro. For you doing more than I was doing, and I've been doing it for a long time.
But the thing is, it took those videos took me about, like, my first video, it took me about a week or two to make, and I was working hard on it, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I jumped into it and I didn't know anything at all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally I'm in Premiere, I got YouTube in another tab, I'm like, okay, how do I do this? Go in here,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it, like, people be wanting to hire me for the video. It's like, you kind of got to be in there to see how you patch stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, the continuity of it. Sometimes I move stuff around. It's not as linear as you think. Like, sometimes I'm like, damn, this will make more sense if I move this up to the front.
Yeah.
Or then it's like patch stuff. Like, damn, I ain't shoot this long enough. How can I move this around? I see you doing color grading. I see you doing, like, flickering to the beat, like timing all of that stuff. Even the sound effects on your outro when they go off, like the bzzz with the
See, a lot of people won't notice that. A lot of people just they just brush by it. But when I tell you that it took me like 5 minutes to find that noise, I had to go online, TV, and then I had to crop the noise and fade. It was annoying, but I got it.
So now you get into sound too, because if you're looking for sound, you like, damn, I like how with the intro. I like intros. I don't like the drop. So I gotta loop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I loop it? This is the thing you could do too, like that editing process. Like, you could shoot you editing. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's my editing. I'm about to start, like, showing a little bit more of my techniques and just basically packaging up your techniques and selling them, because ain't nobody really doing nothing. People are really stuck, man. I'm telling you. The thing is, like, you here to unstick people. You giving them a light, you shining your light on people, and it's amazing to see. I think just dig into a couple of things that I was talking about, like, anything else you need. You said your computer. What's wrong with your computer?
I don't. It was working fine when I made my first video, and then as time went on, I really just got this computer like February this year.
What you got?
It's a MacBook. I think it's 2013 MacBook Pro.
How much memory you got?
I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, or I have two 8 gigabyte RAM slots like in here. But for some reason, it's been super laggy to the point where it's like uncomfortable to make the videos. So that's why I've been like really lazy.
You got a solid state drive in there, hard drive, or you got the regular disk drive in there?
That's a good question. I can check right now, actually.
If you got the solid state drive, if you got the drive that came with it, the drive that came with it is like a disk. It's like reading. That's the old school style.
Yeah.
It's got to read and write. If it take a long time for your computer to boot up, will you boot it up? Do it take a long time to boot up, or boot up quick?
It doesn't boot up it doesn't really boot up that slow.
Where'd you get it from? Where'd you get it from?
Got it from Mac of all trades.
Did you?
Yeah.
What you shooting? 4K?
Yeah, I shot some of my videos. No, I shoot 4K when I'm shooting on my phone.
That's why it's lagging.
No, but that's only when I use my phone, and I barely use the videos off my phone. That's the thing. I can't. I
quickly abandoned 4K long after I was shooting 4K with you. Like that video I showed with the smoke on top of the roof.
Yeah.
That's the Lumix.
That's the old joint. Yeah, I remember that.
That video, even though I showed it like it's slick with the smoke, cameras are shaky, bro. That's what I didn't like about it. Like, it's too shaky. Like, the stabilization is off. Yeah. How you keeping your camera stabilized using handheld?
If I'm being honest with you, my videos aren't stable at all, like the original video. I go on Premiere and I throw warp stabilizer on there and call it a day.
Yeah, I see you did some slow motion too. What you shooting? You shooting at 60?
Yeah, well, for the most part, yeah, I shoot at 60.
Okay.
Like I shoot at 60 when I know I'm gonna make a slow motion joint. But if it's
I think you should always shoot at 60 because you're gonna never know when you're gonna do slow motion.
I shoot at 60 most of the time, but sometimes I really want a really cinematic video. I shoot at 30 or 25. So but most of the time 60.
I gotta land this plane, man. How can we find you?
Find me. Wait, say that again. My bad.
Where can we find you at? Like,
you can find me on Instagram, SOX Photography, YouTube, SOX Photography.
Anything else you want to talk about? Any of the last words you want to talk about?
I mean,
did I miss anything?
I don't think you did. One thing I do want to say though is, like, just mentioning this, but I want to ask you, do you think that, like, as far as like clients and stuff, do you think that their standards are low for like the pictures that they want? I just want to hear your opinion on this, because
what kind of clients you talking about? Just people that call you?
Like just people that want the pictures and stuff. Or so here's my thing. I'm not gonna say a lot of photographers are trash, because I'm not like narcissistic.
No, it's okay to say that. A lot of photographers are trash. Go ahead.
They're not the greatest, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people hype them up, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, your pictures are amazing. Don't you think that a lot of people's standards are really low? And does that make it easier for you to get clients because, or do you think that will make it easier for me or you to get clients because we take?
Yeah, the thing is this is what it is, man. It's all based off of value and how you think about how valuable you are. That's it. Whether they agree with it or whoever agree with it don't matter. Like, this is my prices. It's on a professional level. This is the level that I'm bringing. I'm a professional. I don't care if I'm 17. I'm a professional. I've been to these courses. I've been mentored underneath the top people in the game. You have been underneath me for a number of years, bro. Your prices should be the amount of everybody else's that's in the game. That's professional, bro. Like, if they don't want to deal with it, they don't have to. You need to be coming in. Like, I had you around Sean when we was doing the documentary. So it's like, you remember her?
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm saying, like, who is that? Yeah, I remember her.
It's been a minute. I ain't.
It has been a minute.
I ain't seen her. I'm gonna have to try to find her. But
Where's the stool
so you put in the work.
Oh, it's on a camera.
My bad.
We live.
Yeah,
You put in the work. So your prices, your value should be worth that. Like, if people don't want to pay that, then that's what it is. Like, my stuff is high. It's high for a reason, because I've been in the game. I got skin in the game. I know what the heck I'm doing. I'm at the top of my game right now. So it should be high. It should be professional price, bro. You need lenses. You need transportation. You need to, like, you looking up this stuff. Like, you looking up those videos. Any work you've done, that's the value of it. It's not, you're not charging somebody for your time, that hour with them. You're charging them for all your experience, all your time with me. This conversation, this hour right here that we talking is $200. Let's just say this session right here is a $500 session. That's part of why you cost so much, because you're taking time out your Wednesday to do this work while everybody else is sleeping. That's why you're better than everybody else, because you already been to college. So you already know the game, what that is. So you know that you're over them. It's the mindset, like, this is how much I'm worth. This is how much it is. And that's it. If they don't want to go forward because you're 17 and they don't believe you, then that's too bad. That's just what it needs. Like, you got to know your value, period, bro. You got to have that attitude. So when you touch down in LA, you're like, look, I'm the top dude in Cleveland. I've been shooting since I'm 14. Like, that's part of your tagline.
Yeah.
No rules in photography. I've been shooting since I was 13. I didn't get no DSL camera until I was like recently, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to design conferences with the top designers in the world until I was like way out of college, bro. You still in high school. You know what I'm saying? You're in high school going to design conferences, shooting with DSLRs underneath photographers. I'm like, tell them about the pricing. We at the conference, it's a photographer there. Tell them about the pricing. Tell them about the client relationship, all of that stuff. Like, it's always an ongoing thing, but know that your value is at the top with everybody else, because I've been shooting since I was 14. So let's just say 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You've been shooting for 4 years already.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So let's just say 5 years. Let's round it up. I'm 5-year prodigy. Like, you could put the yeast on it. I'm a 5-year prodigy. Like, you should be on LinkedIn. You on LinkedIn?
I just got a LinkedIn 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
You should be on LinkedIn. You should be putting content on LinkedIn and everything, bro. The thing is, like people, I think young people all the time think that they need to be grown to be at this state, at this level. And some of them probably do, but you don't. Like, you're mature and very professional. You're not goofing around. Like, I see kids, they goofing around, they playing, they don't take it serious. Like, you are a true businessman, period, man. You focus, you got a burning desire, like I said, passionate about this game. So, like, when I share this video, I'm gonna just put this whole freaking video on LinkedIn. Like, I want people to reach out to you and give you all the nuggets, man. Like, you should have a Rolodex of people that you could reach out to and ask questions besides me on the video side. So photography people in the game, people in the video. Like, you should know, you should be touching every freaking lens. You should be touching every light. You should be really into video, like who's doing the video and being on set. Like, you in freaking Cali, bro. Like, I know a guy that worked with Zendaya. He like my nephew, Darnell. And you know Zendaya, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Darnell. Darnell moved to Cali, man, and I want to say that he was like working on sets because they was up the street. He's working on sets, so he's building relationships in there. So it's all this stuff, man, is relationships, bro. They end and begin with relationships. That's the thing that I could not figure out. I'm in corporate, bro. I'm in corporate. I'm around all of these millionaires, bro. I'm around these partners. I'm around these lawyers. I'm around these auditors. I'm around all these dudes. I'm working for these dudes for 10 years, bro. And I'm like, why am I not really making it? Like, why I had a disconnect on, like, really forming a real relationship that I can leverage those relationships so I can excel. Like, I lost the job and then it was over with. I lost all my contacts with them. I ain't had no mentors. I ain't had nobody help me. I ain't had nobody. Well, you know, Jamal is good at this. Let's get this guy over here and do. Like, I ain't had none of that, man. Yeah. Like, so people want to know, well, what makes me tick and what makes me the way I am is because I ain't had that. I ain't have nobody to help me, man. I just was learning all of this stuff, man, through college, through high school, you know, navigating, trying to get around drugs, gangs, all of this stuff, man. Like, I ain't had nobody coaching me, bro. I'm talking about it just wasn't even nobody, to be honest. Yeah. Wasn't no YouTube, wasn't no nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, my calling is to come and just speed you up. That's it. It's like, we're going to jump over, like you talked about, it takes years to be an entrepreneur. We're going to jump over that. Like you just said, ain't no rules in this game. And I mean everything, bro. Ain't no rules. It's just figure out how to hack. What's the quickest way to it? How can I quickly get in here and knock this out? Like, I ain't got time to do no full-blown website. How can I build up something real quick and easy so at least I could get my pictures on here? Then I just worry about that later. So you just, you know what I'm saying? You just building one thing at the next thing. Okay, you know, Maul talked about e-commerce. Let me see what this is about. Let me look at a couple videos. Oh, damn, boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, well, the reason why people are going to gravitate towards you the most is because you're young, man. You're a young professional that's in the game that, like, they need you at Nike, bro. They need you. They need you. Like, they need you in the space. Think about the landscape right now. This is the most important thing, bro. Think about the landscape of how the world is right now. They need people like you to come in and change the old way of thinking. Just because we think about it this way, that ain't the right way. Like, you're coming in as a disruptor, bro. That's what it is. Like, I talk about that all the time. Domination and disruption, bro. Disruption is being indispensable. Everybody else got oh, we all great. We all photographers, but you up here, you indispensable because you're a disruptor. You're disrupting the market. You're changing up how it's supposed to be. That's makes you more valuable than everybody else. They just need to know that you need to know it. When you know it, then they'll know it. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing else.
No, that's all good.
We gonna end it on that note.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everything you've done for me. You feel me? You know, shaped me into the artist I am today. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it all.
I appreciate you, bro. Good luck with everything, bro. We gonna get together soon, inshallah.
Inshallah, man. Hopefully,
bro.
Hopefully everything works out for you. All right, and just let me know what's up. Let me know when you're shooting.
For sure. Much more gonna happen, man. I'm still working. Like keep this in mind. Like I'm always working with any of my guys that's underneath me. You like part of my team. Like you part of my brand. Like you got half of your followers coming from, not half of them, but a lot of your followers coming from me. They people that's watching and know us. They know that we together, bro. So I'm gonna continue to keep doing this, and I'm gonna continue to build out this blueprint for you and for myself too. So a lot of the stuff I talk about passionately is because I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to the younger me, and I'm talking to people that's underneath you too. So it's like our obligation to, be indispensable.
Yeah.
Anything else, son?
Man. Nah, yeah, I don't got nothing else.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna end it like that, man. I appreciate you. I'm gonna show this. I might show this Saturday, man. This was dope, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Yeah, I appreciate you too, man. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, peace.
All right, just hit me up.
All right,
ready to do something. Like I'm trying to catch you.